In this video, we're going to take a little look at how to reassemble a 2x2. Now, in this video, I'm reassembling the Moyu Milong 2x2, but depending on what cube you've got, they should all be fairly similar until you get to like the real old cubes. So if you've got a GAN, you've got a Chi, you've got a new Moyu, it should be very similar to what we're going to do today. So first thing we're going to do is put all of our corners into one pile. We're going to get all of our black bits into another pile and our core, so just keeping it all separate. Now, what we need to do is go through the black pieces and pick out the ones with the wings. Now, I'll show you what I mean by that. If I pick them all out first, there we go. Okay, so we should have three. There's 3 bits with the wings and 3 normal pieces. Oh, sorry, or we've got, how many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So, if we can see that on the camera, we can see that this one here has got these extra wing bits on these sides, and then this one doesn't. So this is what is going to create our fixed corner. On every 2x2, we do have one fixed corner. So, grab our core, grab one of our pieces with the wings. I'm going to call these wing pieces, and then just internals. We're going to pop one of the wings into the core like so. Now on this 2x2, we've got little slits or grooves on every single centerpiece. Whereas on a GAN 251, for example, you'll only have the slits on 3 corners, on 3 centerpieces. So for example, it would be this one, and this one. And what you've got to do is line up the slits so that they are adjacent to one another. I'll show you what I mean. So we want to, in essence, recreate this. We want to recreate this, but on your puzzle. So what I have found makes it a lot easier is if you get a screwdriver, you can undo them a little bit, maybe just half a turn. But what I would do is undo everything half a turn. And then at the end, we'll do everything back up by half a turn. Just obviously to make sure it's all even tensions. So once we've got 2 bits in like this, we've created a sort of V pattern. We can grab any corner and slot it in like so. And then we want to go ahead and put the last wing piece in. And this can be a little bit tricky, a little bit fiddly, but again, if you just loosen the screws, it's going to be a lot easier. So there we go, we've got that in, and now that is our fixed corner. So what we want to do now is grab another piece and slide it next to it, put a black internal in, turn it over, and pop another black internal in. This is the easy bit. All we're going to do is keep slotting pieces in and surrounding that corner, that new corner we've just put in, with 2 internals. So there's one. Oops. There's 1. There's 2. Then our last corner is going to go in. And finally, we're going to put that last black internal piece in. So we create this. Don't worry too much about the pattern or how you're building it, where you're putting the pieces. You can build it solved, which I would recommend if you're new to cubing. Otherwise, you can just build it however, and then we'll sort that out at the end. Okay, what we're going to do next is pop 1 black internal piece in, and then we're going to do the corners surrounding it. Be a little bit gentle here, just because you don't want to break these corner stalks. So if you see that stalk that connects the corner to the foot, they're very fragile. What I would recommend as well is, again, loosening just this top side, maybe a further 1 turn, but that's optional. Just be very careful. Okay, so now we've put them corners in, we're just going to work our way round, pop in the last black internals in, and then we should be left with this 2 corners, a black internal, and our cube. What we want to do here is pop a corner in, and now there's 2 ways to do this. You can pop the corner and then the black internal, or you can do black internal, then the corner, but you've got to loosen it a little bit more for that. So what I like to do is pop the corner in. I'm going to now solve the puzzle, so where are we? Okay, and then look for the bit that's missing, so it's here. I like to solve it just because it's easier to, if you have got a corner twist or something, you can just twist it now. So now what I'm going to do is grab a screwdriver. I'm going to go 1 turn out, another turn out, another turn out, another turn out. So that's 2 full rotations of this screw, and we're going to see if we can fit this in. A little bit fiddly. Ooh, but no. So I'm going to do probably 2 more rotations. Don't go too loose, otherwise you'll end up popping the cube again, and then you'll have to rebuild it again. So that's 4 complete turns out. We're just gonna very carefully prise it apart, making sure this corner doesn't pop out or any corner pops out. And there we go. Now don't forget, that's half, 1, half, 2, half, 3, half, 4. And now we'll just check tensions, make sure everything's feeling even. And there we have a fully functional 2x2 again.